Mr. Blackwell, will you please state your full name and tell us about the work you're involved in?
My name is Sean Blackwell, and I created a YouTube channel, Bipolar Awakenings. And that channel was to answer the question of what is the difference between the spiritual breakthrough that I had in 1996 and this crisis called bipolar disorder that I had seen my wife's nieces go into that were being labeled with bipolar, but that also had very profound spiritual aspects to it.
So it's 2007. Anna Biltmore is the plaintiff in this court case who also said she had a spiritual experience and was hospitalized. So connect the dots for me here. It's 2007. You have a YouTube channel, but something happened to you in 1996 that sounds similar to Anna Biltmore. So kind of connect the dots of why are you doing this work now, and how does that connect to having a similar experience of hospitalization?
Well, in 1996, I was hospitalized for a powerful spiritual experience that had happened at a self-help seminar. It started during a meditation where I had a punch in my chest that brought up a whole bunch of energy, newfound insights, heightened senses, and this whole experience was actually very beneficial for me, even though it led to me being put in the psychiatric hospital for 4 days. After I got out of the hospital, my salary tripled over the next 3 years. A lot of my relationships improved, and I began to live a more authentic, adventurous life. But then when I was looking at what my wife's nieces went through in their crises, the experiences weren't so different. They were exploring deeper philosophical issues. They were having expansive feelings of love, but also fear, okay? They were definitely in spiritual non-ordinary states, and they were being labeled with bipolar disorder and looking at a future that would be a lifetime of medication. So my big question was around how could something that could be so beneficial for me end up being a tragedy for my wife's nieces?
So just to conclude this, you are doing work now to support people in spiritual crisis, to offer an alternative to healing, to not having to always be labeled, not always having to be medicated, to use your special gifts and tools to offer an alternative from that traditional Western model. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Thank you, Mr. Blackwell.